Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my Factorio Megabase series. My name is Dylloop, and today we're taking the fight to them. The biters have become a nuisance. Last episode we started a war with them, and we are planning on finishing it. So I've been just kind of doing this little turret push. These worms are going to be an issue. Let me get in here and throw some ammo in there. And of course they target the base first. And so we're just kind of pushing in with these turrets and throwing ammo in them as we go, and letting them take care of everything. Alright, there's another base down. Another one bites the dust. So we go ahead and just repair, pick up everything, and plop down a chest to victory pull it. Now these bases I'm not going to start pushing into here because these bases get really compressed and there's a lot of them. They're starting to really expand over here, but I'm going to go ahead and push up here into the south here with our car and see if I can't victory pull and get them to not be able to spawn there. So we'll just place the chest here. There's some weird sounds going on in Factorio. Yeah, weird sounds. Alright, so we have some copper here. Copper's not an issue. We do have a thing down south. Now that patch down south is copper mixed with iron, and I'm a little concerned on how I'm gonna handle it. I've been kind of running through designs in my head. I'm gonna have to sift out that copper and iron, and I'm probably gonna have an iron loading station to the north of the patch, and then a copper loading station to the south, and try and run the lines and use smart inserters to pull them off. Now I'm actually gonna go ahead and leave these expansion chunks. I'm gonna pop a chest right here, but I'm not gonna run over here and get any of them. Oh, that's it actually. Then we're gonna head to the north and get those ones, and just some housekeeping. And there's a lot of forest over here. I cannot wait until I have robots. Just clear cut everything. I don't like trees. There's no use for them other than getting in your way. Maybe if you had like the Ditech mod. Alright, go ahead and pop that in, and I'm just gonna do a quick circle around my whole base and then hit that base to the south of mine. Can I place stuff outside of a car? Yes, I can. Just push them how far I want them to be away. Now, I'm not worried about up here too much, so let's head back down to the south base that is like right near ours. Stop attacks from up there. Now, a lot of trees up here, so I'm going to try and come down this way. Now, I'm actually going to leave my car here. I kind of like the idea of having a car solely up here in case I need to head off that way. But I'm going to take this down to the temporary pack space down south, and then I have a car in that base that I can use. Shows you guys the trains in action. These train lines are a little bit of a mess here because I was working around the water before I got the landfill mod. Alright, we're here. Let me hop out, and then I'm gonna go hit this base. Now this one's gonna be a bit tricky. It's not so much like really high level, it's just a lot of biters. And we're starting to get a little low on ammo too. Let me stop by and grab some. Go ahead and throw in these regular rounds that I don't want. And I'm going to throw in these alien artifacts as well. And this train, I don't want it. I'll clean that up later. For now, I just want to have a place to throw it. So as you guys can see, these guys are constantly making runs for my turrets. They're eyeing them. Let's watch for a second, and I want to show you guys some of the biter mechanics. You see this? The way this worked is there was one biter, and he kind of led the attack, and then now he's waiting for them to group up. And this is kind of a trip watching this, how the AI works. They will all kind of gather here until they have enough numbers to rush, right? So they'll keep spawning, they'll join in, and they'll get a bigger group going. And once that they feel they have the numbers to take us on, they'll come and rush us. And I'm pretty certain that these have enough ammo for now. I just kind of want to see how this attack of theirs goes. As you can see, they've done this multiple times. These spider corpses, they were coming from that same angle, and my turrets didn't even get touched. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how it works. Now these are just small spitters and a couple small biters, so they're not too high level. I'm bored of waiting. Let's bring the fight to them, shall we? Alright. Wreck and face. Oop. Get some turrets down. Some ammo in it. And we'll start pushing in. Now because these don't have worms, I can kind of just rush in here and not worry so much about getting annihilated by worms. There we are. That's one base down. Let's head to the south and get this last one. There's a spider over there, kind of. Oh, here we are. Two big worms and a medium worm. So again, same tactic. Let's get rid of this guy. We're gonna set up our forward base about here, something to fall back on, and get the main force away. And we have a medium biter here, and then we could just kind of inch forward with our turrets. Let us secure the victory. Now those worms are going to be an issue. They outrange us, and they do a good amount of damage. Just throw down a turret. Hopefully that'll start taking out some of the worms here. And this turret's done. Okay, so I'm going to kind of push south here. Lay down a turret here. And I'm going to rush in and get a turret close to these spiders. Ooh. And I'm dead. Oh no, I didn't save. Where was... Oh, look. There was an autosave right as my turret got blown up, so we didn't lose too much. Now again, these worms take a good chunk of damage, and this can't reach the worms. Okay, take out the worms. Come on, you're close enough, aren't you? There we go. One down. As long as I can get one of them down, I'm good to go. Cause two of them does a lot of damage. One, it's not nearly as bad. Let's throw some ammo in there. And there we are. Another base secured. It's a little boring when you do these turret rushes, but it just has to be done. You have to secure the biter menace. They've really been launching a lot of attacks recently, and they have done some damage. They did go through my furnace setup and completely annihilate my one of my setups before I can get down to it. I was up at the train station, hadn't run the line yet, and I had to run down there. And there was a lot of them that just managed to get through my defenses. Alright, so we're going to place some victory poles down here. It looks like there's a biter base in the ocean, maybe? I can't tell. Oh no, it's south right here. I'm not too sure I want to go after that one. It's far enough away that I shouldn't be bothered by our pollution. And as long as we kind of make sure nothing spawns closer to us, we should be fine. Also, I added a station at the end of the line south. I'll show you guys that when I go to build the iron and copper outpost out there. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my car and run down here in victory pole, and then we still have this cluster here of bases to take care of, and the end of the line south here. I'm debating on taking these out, but that can wait. So these are going to be our last targets of the day, and that should give us a good foothold. The problem is they kind of create this ring around you, and they'll slowly start pushing into your territory, and you got to fight harder back. I'm not a big fan of running walls all the way around my base. I couldn't be bothered. I'd rather just go in and fight them head on. The issue with that, it's kind of twofold. When you just put walls up, the biters will continue to attack you, yes, but they don't attack with too much force until pollution starts making them evolve a lot. They get like a 50% modifier. I'm not sure on the exact numbers. They get a big modifier to their strength if you start taking out their bases. The more you do it, the more they evolve. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some piercing rounds in there for future. I'm gonna leave any turrets I've placed just for a little bit of security. And okay, that's oil. On my map that looks red, not pink. Where did I leave my car? There it is. It's up here. I hadn't grabbed it yet. So I'm gonna take this car down south and put a couple of chests down there. Now you can use any item for victory poles. I find chests to be the cheapest just because they're made with only wood and I have so much wood lying around. You could use electric poles, but those take copper, and I don't want to waste the copper. I mean, you could use even railroad, anything, an inserter, anything counts and will work. So as you can see, there's no bases out here, it's just they're able to spawn here, so we just gotta come in here and kind of push back the perimeter. And even if there isn't green areas, a good thing to know is that even though there's not green areas now, there can be in the future, because if they do spawn in this green area, and then it kind of expands where they can spawn again. So I do want to run south a little bit. Oh, and I hit a rock. I was paying attention to my map, not where I was driving. Let's go ahead and get that. And that was 2 chests. I want to get rid of one of those. Save resources. Just trying to push them back a little bit here. It's weird I could drive through those trees, like, without a problem. And up here, I want to at least run lines over here. Even though there's nothing green, I don't want them to sneak up on us. Because if this base expands here, for instance, on this where I am, it'll add a big line of green circles where they can go. So I'll just start clearing out some of this. Victory polling and biter fighting is going to be something I'm going to do proactively off camera as much as possible. I did want to show the first bit of it since I haven't done it yet. And victory polling especially is a little boring. You're kind of just running around and placing objects in random spots. I keep running into every box that I place. I've been there. But the fighting to me isn't that interesting. I don't really care for it until I have like really high level power armor and stuff to actually just full on attack them. And we will at that stage. For now, when I do these turret rushes, I'm going to do them off camera after this episode. Next episode, we're getting our iron and copper mine going as much as possible. It's going to take us a couple episodes to get it up and running. In the meantime, I want to start working towards automated construction, which lets us get blueprints. Even though we don't have robots yet, blueprints are going to be nice because things like the intersection that I made for the trains, I can see exactly where things go, so I don't have to spend so much time lining it up and making it completely symmetrical. So that requires construction robots. Construction robots require flight and robotics. Robotics requires advanced electronics, electric engine, battery. Advanced electronics required advanced electronics, so let's get that one. And we'll just start slowly working towards that advanced construction. These will actually research really fast. My science setup's way beyond their capability. Like, they only need a 50 science. My setup can pump that out in less than a minute. And I just placed a turret here instead of a box. Alright, advanced electronics 2. You notice I'm victory polling here, and that's because if a biter base spawns where this one already is in the future, I don't want it to get out of hand. If I remove these green circles will disappear because the biter bases will be gone, but I don't want them pushing back in. So we're just going to kind of come around, and of course I missed this one. Let me just place another chest there. Alright, let's take the fight to them. These ones are going to be a bit tricky. They're in trees and they're big bases. And this may be as close as I'm going to get with the car. Okay. Not a good idea to do this at night. You can't really see as well. I'm going to place 2 turrets, 50 each. I didn't mean to do that. 50, or sorry, let's just do 20, 25 each about. And we'll kind of push in. You'll notice I didn't fill that up with ammo in time. And the cool thing is that you can shoot even though you have something in your hands. And we got a small worm. That shouldn't be an issue. I can just kind of muscle that one. Alright, this base wasn't too bad. Let me pick up the science. Alien artifacts, sorry. And then always try and repair your turrets before you pick them up. If you don't, you get it takes up more inventory space. A lot more. Alright, there we are. So let's get robotics requires electric engine, which requires oil processing. Let's grab that one. I mean, normally you work in a different way. You're like, I need oil, so I need oil processing. To be honest, I hate oil, and I don't want to even think about it yet. I want to think about securing this outpost. I want to play with trains. In this series, I'm not so worried about finishing the game as much as I am about building like a hugely massive base, so that when I do finish the game, I can just like pump out rockets like crazy. So I'm kind of muscling this base here, just taking it full force. Most of the stuff's not too bad. Those medium biters, though, are kind of bad. Oh, get out of here. Nobody wants you in my territory. Alright, oil processing is done. That should get us an electric engine. This allows us to build electric engine units. You need lubricant for them, which is something with the oil processing. I really wish there was more to the tech tree. To be honest, with the setup I have, if I were to just straight work towards science, I could finish all the red and green science pretty quickly. I don't know why I was about to place turret. There's one spawner. I can handle it. Alright. Now you'll notice that some green circles popped up here. And what that means to me is, if you remember, I victory pulled over here, and I victory pulled here already. What that means to me is there's a base up here in this fog of war that I haven't seen yet, and I want to go take care of that. And look, I was right. And it looks like we got some worms. So now that we have electric engine, I can get flight. That allows us to build logistics robots, which we will. We're going to need some more stuff first. So this one has some worms in it. Let's go ahead and place a turret. 50 ammo should do. I'm going to start trying to put 50 in these because I need to conserve the ammo. Ooh. Let's get rid of the spawner if I can without attracting the worms. That big worm's going to be trouble. They always are. They do a lot of damage. 100 ammo. Oh, I'm almost dead. That worm took a good chunk of health. Let's do a quick save. If you guys want to see more of these episodes where I'm fighting, let me know. I'm probably not going to be making them much. Shit, I'm out of ammo. Take out the big worm. He's the menace. Oh, it took out the small one too. Alright, so I'm down to whatever ammo I have on me. I'm down to 50 rounds. Oh, 91 rounds total. So we have a biter over here. It is a medium biter, not too bad. Get in here. And shit. It's not close enough. I'm placing ammo out of my actual inventory to do this. There we are. So I'm going to go ahead and victory pull here real quick. And we burnt through some turrets. I had 20 to start with. I'm down to like 13 or so. I think I have 2 by the car still. But yeah, all in all, pretty successful. We cleared out a lot of biter bases around us. That'll kind of secure our area for our iron deposit. And it'll make it so I don't really have to worry about defending it so much. I'm probably going to put a small turret set up there, but I don't really have to go all out with walls and everything, which is nice. So as long as I clear out these spots that it says biters can spawn. And again, you can kind of, the cool thing about these expansion chunks, and some might think it's cheating and victory pulling is cheating, I don't want to worry about fighting in this series. It's not fun to watch. I don't really enjoy doing it. Oh, look, we have a space here. Shit. Where did I leave my car? Did it get blown up or something? Oh, it's up here. Okay, so my car's to the north. I won't forget. And I'm going to quickly take care of this one since I'm right here already. It's got some small... Oh. It's got 3 big worms. This is going to be a lot of fun. And I mean that sarcastically, because I'm almost out of ammo. I just don't have a whole lot of ammo to play with here. Alright, I'm going to need to try and get a turret close enough that it only takes one at a time. Oh shit. Okay, we got flight. Now, the next thing we need is construction robots. That needs robotics, which requires battery. And battery requires sulfur processing. And this allows us to make sulfuric acid and sulfur from oil stuff. So we lost our turret. Now, the best way to come at this one is from the top here. I'm going to take ammo out of my hotbar here. Oh, shit. Okay, you know what? The best way to take care of this one is to ignore it, maybe? Actually, not ignore it, but possibly take out the spawner. That way it doesn't spawn biters, but we just leave the worms. Oh, and I died. Shit, where was my last autosave? Autosave 2 and 3, that's 52 minutes, 10 hours and 54 minutes. It's this one. And I haven't even started on the base yet. No, have I? Is it the base a little different now? Didn't it? Oh, there it is. Fog of War. It's a little bit bigger or smaller than your camera. Alright. In the future, I'll probably just do that one off camera. Mostly it's just going to be a case of getting it right. By that I mean just trying over and over again until you just happen to get it and brute force it. If I'm a little more patient, I can handle it. Now, it's about time to end up this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. I know it was kind of a boring episode with me fighting biters. To me, that's not interesting. I'm going to go ahead and secure these expansion chunks real quick. Let me know if this is actually something you're interested in seeing, like the combat side of things. To me, that's not fun. I'm going to build an iron chest, just place it down. Alright, so we got flight and battery, which required sulfur. We already did this. Yeah, let me know if you guys want me to not victory pull. Some people I know are against it. They don't want to see it. And off camera, I'm going to grab these spawn locations here, and next episode we're going to be building our iron outpost. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.